This is the badge for St Augustine's, and it started in 1953 to 1970, all the way through that time. And that was a deaf club. It was in Kingston, near to St Edward's Church, and it was opposite, and that's where St Augustine's was. I can remember it. I was a little boy, I'd say about 12. That was the first time I went to the deaf club in St Augustine's. And it was a children's party for Christmas, and I'd been invited as a deaf child at 12. And at 16, when I left school, I joined St Augustine's as a member. But I didn't know what it meant. St Augustine's, what does that mean? It should have been called Barnsley Deaf Club, but it wasn't. It was St Augustine's. And that was because, well, they used to do games, darts, and we used to play against hearing people in hearing leagues, and we were called St Augustine's. It was the same for the football team. They were called St Augustine's. And there were snooker matches and darts against hearing people, hearing teams. So when hearing people saw on the match fixtures St Augustine's, they knew it was a deaf team that they'll be playing. It automatically mean deaf. And when there was a table tennis league, it wasn't Barnsley Deaf team, it was St Augustine's again. So again, the hearing people knew that they'd be playing deaf people. And that was the same for all the matches and all the leagues. So that's why we had this badge. A lot of people used to go to the church. I'd say about 80 deaf people used to come to the deaf club. And on Sundays, a lot of deaf people came. I'd say about 50 people would come to church every week. And on a Wednesday evening, we'd play snooker, darts, and hearing people would come and compete, and we'd play matches with hearing people in the leagues. It was really happy, it was really good time. And the Christmas party, we invited the mayor and he came, and he said, sorry, we're going to have to close the deaf club. That was in 1970, they were going to have to close it. And the deaf people were like, what for? And I said, because there's going to be a new road built and this is going to be knocked down. We were told it was going to be knocked down and the road going. That's how I understood it anyway. So we moved to Broadway. And it was changed. The name was changed to Barnsley Deaf Club. So St Augustine's went. And that was it. It was finished. But St Augustine's was never knocked down like we were told. It was sold. And it was changed into a gym. Somebody bought it and converted it into a gym. Then we moved to Broadway Deaf Club. I felt it was really poor. It was better at St Augustine's. It was our own building. We had our own key. We could open it up when we wanted to. We had our own deaf cleaners working there. Within the church, it was lovely. And the council paid for the lighting and electricity. Everything was happy. It was really good. But when we moved to Broadway, it all changed. Yes. Before, when I was a little boy, I can remember, but I was little. It was called Christmas. And there was a vicar. There was a vicar there that worked in Barnsley. There wasn't a social worker. There was a vicar, that used to help deaf people with things, get them a job and all kinds of things. And it's passed on to his son, Trevor. But at Christmas he left, and I think he moved to Bradford for a new job. He wasn't a vicar anymore, he didn't support the deaf community that way anymore. So Trevor used to help the deaf people in St Augustine's, used to take money for raffle, we used to raise money, so we could pay Trevor a wage for helping us. Because social services didn't do it, it wasn't their responsibility, there wasn't no social services to help us. And the council set up eventually a new social workers and team, and Trevor moved and started working within that department. So he's classed as a social worker now, with his wife, working within Barnsley Social Services, and that made us happy.